Hello, everybody. It's that time of the week again. Um, it's been a pretty good week from the point of view of COVID-19, no infections, and we've been doing mass testing within the homes. I think as of Friday today, I think we're probably up to, must be about 250 people have been tested, all negative. But our team have done a fantastic job. We've had all this week. We've been reviewing all of the operational side of the business. We have meetings every month at the end of the month. It used to be a single day. We call them Senior One Team. But since the lockdown, we now do these through Teams meetings, and we have about 17, 18 different separate meetings over the course of 3 days. And my message has really been a very simple message, which is we are going to move away from the new norm, and we want to go back to the old norm. But we want to go back to the old norm, the way we did things before, but with two caveats. One is looking at everything that we did before, but looking at how COVID-19 affects what we did, and how we need to make adjustments for it. And also, what is it that we've learned over the last 12 weeks of working in a very agile manner, using technology in a different way, that we can incorporate into all of those processes so we don't lose the positives that have come out of all of this. You might say, well, what's he going on about, going away from the new norm to the old norm? The reality is that the new norm was very much based on, well, everything's locked down and now we're going to unlock, whereas this is about, okay, let's go back to the way we did things and see and re-establish those ways of doing things with everything we've learned and with the limitations that are there. So we're obviously taking we're looking at all things like sort of visits and so on. We are still stuck with what the law says. The biggest issue is obviously that if somebody does have sort of physical contact with a parent or whatever, and if there isn't sort of PPE, then we are faced, unfortunately, with this 14-day isolation, and that's the problem. We can't seem to get away from that. But anyway, we're going to try and do everything we can to facilitate, visits where it's possible to actually do it. And as I say, we're very much coming from the point of view that let's go back to what we were doing other than where we can't actually do it. I think we've probably got a messy sort of 4 or 5 week period where the expectation of the unlocking is there, but we can't see that it's necessarily going to happen that quickly. So there's a frustration that we all feel, and we're all weary about it, and so on. I've noticed that unfortunately staff absenteeism's been up, which is a real bugbearer for us. But it does happen, and there's a sort of understanding, really. People have been, working on that basis, and they sort of feel, well, we want to sort of take some extra time off, and it's not within the parameters of what is what we allow, and so on. But we have a zero attitude towards it, because it's not fair on, obviously, other people who are working, staff who have to pick up short shifts, have to pick up longer shifts rather, and also not on the individuals, your sons, our daughters, etc. So that's very much home from home care. We really look after staff as much as we can. We engage with them, but we do have that high expectation. So that's just life, unfortunately. But anyway. Not a bad week, and I think things are moving in the right direction. I'd like to wish you all a great week coming, a nice weekend, and catch up with you next week. Thank you very much.